Right, here we are, dearly beloveds. I am joined today by the fabulous Daniela, who had the pleasure of working with me and is going to tell you all about it so that you can work with me too. So thank you for being here, Daniela. It's nice to see you.
Yes, it's a pleasure to see you too.
Thank you. So here we go. Can you please explain to peeps what you were experiencing before you worked with me?
I would say I had chronic back pain, lower back pain, probably also quite stiff neck and shoulders. I spend most of every day sitting at a desk, but yeah, it was really the back pain that got to me. I mean, even my kids, I would almost complain daily, and my kids also knew that I had a sore back. They would go, "Oh, Mummy's got a sore back, she can't do that." So it was just a real daily burden, I would say.
Daily burden. And your kids are quite little, so it must have been taking up lots of space for them to clock it.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Yeah. They're 6 and coming up to 3. So yes.
And obviously you're a Zimbabwean as well, so there was that connection. But why did you choose to work with me?
I mean, I like you for one. I think you're lots of fun. I think sometimes, I mean, I've seen a lot of people. I've seen osteos, I've seen physios. I just feel that there's a connection, and I feel it's easy to be open and honest and kind of give you the whole blur. And it's easy to work with you. And I enjoyed our time.
Now, explain to people how I helped, especially because you're a great example, having tried loads of different paths. Osteo, you mentioned, physio, you mentioned. How did I help? What was different, I think? What was different about this experience? And why did you get the results that you got that you didn't get elsewhere?
I mean, what I would say, it's a full body experience, if I can use those words. I mean, when you go to an osteo or a physio, you have I go with the back pain, they kind of look at my back, they massage it a bit, they do this, they do that. But I think with you, it was the full body experience. You know, when you do this whole body work, well, it starts actually, I think, how many sessions did we start where I had to stand there and I'm not standing straight? So just simple mechanics. I mean, I know we did a lot of how do I walk? We were walking around Clan and walking like an idiot, but just the very simple mechanics. But I think also just the tests that you do, it really also gets your mind thinking or understanding what should be working, and when it's not working well, where the compensation is. So I think you also just have a better feel for what your body should be doing, rather than just this focus on one area, which may help it for 1 or 2 months, but isn't sort of long term.
Yeah, exactly. And I think what you're referring to is, the technique that I use, which is called neurokinetic therapy. It basically reprograms your movement patterns from your brain. And I think what it also helps you to do, and you correct me if I'm wrong, but it helps you to, one, understand how your body should work, and two, help you to get curious so that you can start to help me by saying, when I do this, I feel this, which then gives us both a different level of understanding about what movements you're doing again and again and again that are actually making you worse type.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Yes, yeah. It does kind of start to narrow down the scope, yes.
Yeah, exactly. Which then I think helps you to, once we're finished working together, is not avoid those movements at all, but to do them right or to do them correctly.
Yes.
Which then prevents further injury. Okay, brilliant. So you've mentioned my sparkling personality, but what did you enjoy the most?
I mean, I say when I worked with you, I think it was 6 months we did, and it wasn't only this working on, my back pain. It was the whole package. It was, you looked at my nutrition, how I could be eating better, giving better habits, but it was also this mindfulness. And I know a couple of sessions when we weren't able to meet face to face, I just kind of lay down in my space here, and you were just talking me through, and it was just this relaxation. And it was actually at certain moments when I really needed it. Life around me was just all a bit too busy, and it's quite difficult to take 10, 20 minutes out and just think about nothing else. So I think it was the whole package. Yes, there were the physical aspects, there was the exercises which you tried to give me. But I think even that, you were very aware that I wasn't able to fit a lot in. So whereas I think in the past when I've gone to physio and she's given me half an hour of exercises and I'm not able to do it, I then feel like a failure the next time I go back. So I think you're aware of, people's personal circumstances, what their capacity is, and you tailor the advice and the homework according to that. So it's 5 minutes of exercise or 5 minutes of adjustments, and that you can fit in and then build up on that. So I would say there's so many different elements which just made it a whole complete package.
Yeah, thanks for that. Okay, so key question, how do you feel now compared to how you felt before?
I do not have daily back pain. I mean, it's a huge improvement. And I mean, I've commented it, and even my husband's commented on it. So, your back's not as sore as it was. So the daily pain is not there. So I definitely feel a lot of relief from that. So no, you definitely helped.
Phew. Okay. And then last question, what would you say to someone who may be on the fence about working with me, who may think, I don't know what she's talking about, this technique sounds weird and wonderful, does it really do what she says it does? What would you say to that person?
I would say give it a go. I mean, this NKT, I remember the first time I had it, it was a very weird sensation, but I mean, I would say give it a go. I think Jody has a lot of different tips and tricks, and it's the whole package as well. It's everything from how you're standing, how you're walking, how different things are moving, how they should be moving. So yeah, if you're on the fence, give it a go. She's a great person. You will always have a laugh. And a lot of fun. And at the end, you will see results for sure.
Okay, brilliant. Thanks very much, Dan. I really appreciate you taking the time.
Anytime. Thanks, Jody.
Thanks.